Hello and welcome to another episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. Live Feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. For all your digital resources, check out travelingtechteacher.com. Also brought to you by thebullyexposed.com. Get your Bully Exposed t-shirt at represent.com/store/thebullyexposed. What's up, Real Young Blue? Real Young Blue's in the house. And just in case you didn't know, like if you've been under a rock or something, Young Blue is the guy who created our theme song, the one that you're hearing right now. Thank you, Young Blue. What's up? Young Blue says, yo, what up, man? Long time. How you been? Thank you for smashing that heart. And guys, whether you're watching this live or recorded version, it don't matter. Smash that heart. Show some love. You know how to do it. Smash that heart, show some love. So, today's topic. I'm glad you asked. Thank you for asking. 10 things you should stop saying to your Latinx friends. Hell, I have a good friend I haven't seen in a long time. Two good friends. Caro. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Thank you for joining the show. And of course, my buddy Paulo, jiu-jitsu martial artist. Yes. What's up, my boy? How you doing? Good to see you all. Good to see you all. I just got done eating at one of my favorite restaurants here in Italy, La Casa de Alice. So yes. I think I butchered up. Did I butcher up the pronunciation of your name? I'm sorry, Caro. I'm so sorry. I think I butchered the name. I apologize. It was not done purposely, guys. You guys know that. All right. So if you want to join in with this, type it in the comment section. Let me know what your things are that people should stop saying to you, especially if you are Latino or Latina. Tell me what is it that your friends should stop saying. So let's go through this list real quick. Let's see. Cara says, guys, I'm into a cause to stop bullying and harassment on my profile. Good for you. Good job. So glad to hear that. And Paulo says, God and you. Thank you. All right. So number 10. You guys love to clean. You should never say to a Latinx person that you guys love to clean. No one loves to clean. It's just we all have to work sometime. So if the only thing available is a maid job, that doesn't mean that all Latinos enjoy being maids. So let's think, okay? What else? Number 9. I only date Latinas. Wow. I know so many people like that only date one specific race, and it's a shame. You're hurting yourself if you're only dating one specific race. Number 8, being referred to as exotic, feisty, fury, or spicy. So don't refer to Latinos in that way. It's true that most Latinos, it's all, oh, hey, I see a bunch of people have joined. I'm so sorry. Hello to Pico. I'm sorry. Hello to everyone that's just joined. Let's see. Real Blue says, I started counseling, then I started talking to my dad again, and then he got mad at me and made fun of me for getting my nails painted for my birthday. And now I remembered why I don't talk to him. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at what you said, that you remembered why. Yeah, sometimes people remind us why we don't like hanging out with them. And Pico says, what is Latinx? Latinx is because generally when you speak about Latin people, In Spanish, you say Latino, which means men and women don't like that, which I totally understand. So they've created Latinx, which means that it's everybody, all inclusive. So let me go on before we start talking, guys. Let me go on with my list here. Number 7, are you legal? Is your family legal? There's no need to ask anybody if they're legally in this country or whatever country you live in. Don't do that, okay? Number 6, you're Mexican, right? It's really funny because unfortunately some people are ignorant and they think that anyone who speaks Spanish is Latino. Anyone who has Asian features is Chinese. These are things that people think. That's not the way it goes. I have Hawaiian friends that look Chinese. I have friends from Guam who look Chinese, look Japanese. So that's not the case. So never ask any Spanish-speaking person if they're from Mexico. There's so many other countries. All right. Number 4, say something in Spanish. I guess this is, this is really something that doesn't bother me if it comes from a friend. I remember when I was young, all my friends would like the way I would say certain words in Spanish because I don't, like for instance, the word mango. I never said mango. I would never say mango. I would always say mango. And my friends would say, listen to the way he says mango. Listen to the way he says mango. So that doesn't really bother me if it's a friend. But I think, it would bother me a lot, I think, if it was just some person I never met and they're asking me to say things in Spanish. Unless it's a situation like a first date or first time I'm meeting someone that is not a stranger. Maybe we've worked together and then we're hanging out for the first time. That wouldn't bother me. Let's see. Number 3. You don't look Latin. I get this a lot. People don't think I'm Latin. Like I said, you can come up to a person that may look Asian and think they're Chinese, but they're Japanese or they're Vietnamese or they're Korean or they're something else. Don't make yourself look ignorant. Okay, there are many different levels of Latinos. There's many different levels of Asian people. So don't make yourself look ignorant. Number 2, what are you? What are you? Wow. Yeah. I've never had that happen to me, but I know people that have happened to. You ask, don't ask people, what are you? There's have a conversation with people. Like I said yesterday, Pico, yesterday we were talking about 10 things that you shouldn't say to an Asian. So today we're talking about Latinos. And Dr. V has just joined us. Thank you. Welcome, Dr. Vasquez. Everyone smash that heart for Dr. Vasquez. Whether you're watching this live or recorded version, it don't matter. Smash that heart. Show some love. You guys know how to do it. So, don't ask people, what are you? Have a conversation with people and try to work it in and say, talk about nationalities. Maybe you talk about your nationality and then that will prompt them to say, oh, well, I'm, Asian or I'm, Colombian or whatever they're going to say. Dr. V says, hello there. Maybe we can get a doctor's perspective. What does it do, Dr. V? What does it do to a person's psyche when they have to deal with all these phrases and things that people are always constantly saying to them about their race? Can you tell us from a doctor's point of view, what does that do to the psyche of a human being? And so number 2, like I said, what are you? Don't say to a person, what are you? Be professional, be whether you've known them for a long time or whatever. work it in, like I said, into the conversation. So the number one thing that you should stop saying to your Latinx friends, brought to you by thebullyexposed.com and Traveling Tech Teacher. And number one is Latinos are crazy. Nobody, everybody has a little crazy side to them, right? We all do. You should never think that one race is crazy, or one race, is always constantly eating, or one race is cheap, or one race. It's not right. And the thing when we created this this episode, I was thinking, it's top things you shouldn't say to your Latin friends. If you're talking this way to your Latin friends, I'm shocked, or to your Asian friends, I'm shocked you still have Asian friends. And it looks like we lost Dr. Vasquez. Hopefully she'll be able to come back on. And Pico says, hello, doctor. Doctor and Mr. Santiago, I must go. Oh, I'm so sorry you have to go. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for showing that love and smashing the heart. Have a great day. I appreciate you stopping by. So let's have a little class. That's the way I look at it. So let's go through that again. It looks like Dr. V has come back. So hopefully we'll get some more wisdom from her about this topic. And while we're waiting for her to reply back to what I said, let me tell you guys again the top 10 things you should not tell your Latinx friends. Number 10, you guys love to clean. Never say that. Number 9, I only date Latinas or Latinx people. Number 8, being referred to as exotic, feisty, spicy, or etc. Don't do that. All right. Number 7, are you legal? Is your family legal? Don't worry about their legal status and whether they should be in this country. That's the way I look at it. Number 6, you're Mexican, right? No, not every Spanish-speaking person is Mexican. Number 5, you probably... Oh, I forgot number 5. Wow, so I'm going to have to do it now. You probably have like 20 siblings. You know what? Stop. Okay, stop. There are many different people who have lots of big families. Latinos are not the only ones that have big families, so stop. Number 4, say something in Spanish. Don't ask anyone to repeat anything in their language or to say anything in their language. Number 3, you don't look Italian. You don't look Latino. Ridiculous. Number 2, what are you? Never asked that. And the number 1 thing you should stop asking your Latinx friends, brought to you by thebullyexposed.com and Traveling Tech Teacher, and with some wisdom from Books That Sew. Be sure to follow Books That Sew, Dr. V at Books That Sew, and that is Latinx are crazy, or Latinas or Latinos are crazy. Don't do that. Don't do that. So that's our top 10 list. Now let's see what wisdom we have from our resident doctor here, Dr. V. My biracial daughter, I had to look twice at that word, got that question all the time. Which question? Number 5? Which one was it? I didn't bother her because it didn't bother her, excuse me. Didn't bother her because I built her self-esteem. Well, great job. Great job. That's right. So if I remember correctly, you're married to a Latin man. And is it okay if I ask you, where is your husband from? Is he Mexican? Is he Puerto Rican? Is he Cuban? Is he where is your husband from? And you're asking me the same question. Both my parents were born in Puerto Rico. My dad was born in a town called San Germán, and my mother was born in a town called Mayo West. Maya West, I'm not pronouncing it right. So you Puerto Ricans, I know you're like, oh, he butchered that up. Yeah, I did. I will admit it, and I apologize for that. But yeah, it's good. Build their self-esteem. So, there's one thing I told you guys this a lot. There's one thing that I dislike is, first of all, any Spanish person that denies their heritage. If you don't know your heritage, that's okay. I never get on someone for not knowing. You were born in America, you were born outside the country that you're from. You're not going to learn a lot of your culture, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a person that denies it, growing up, I used to have a friend, his dad was Puerto Rican and his mom was Italian, and he would always tell people that he was full-blooded Italian. Yeah, full-blooded Italian with a name like Rodriguez, no, it doesn't work. And it's really shameful. And then I grew up with a friend whose dad was Irish. No, mom was Irish. And dad was Italian. He has an Italian name. And he would say that he was full-blooded Irish. Shame on you guys. Those bullies that are making you say, denying who you are. They're not going to like you anymore just because you try to be something you're not, okay? The bully's never going to like you. So don't change who you are to make the bully happy, because it's never going to work, guys. Never. I can tell you that right now. That no matter how much you try to act like the bully's always going to find something that you're different at, because that's what makes him feel good. So he's never going to accept you no matter what you do. Let's see. Dr. V says, no, I'm not asking you that question. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I know why you said that. What are you? Okay, I'm sorry, Dr. V. I was telling you the question that my daughter gets asked. My husband is Mexican, but he was born in Texas. Okay, great, awesome. I taught my daughter to love her total self, both Hispanic and African American side. That's awesome. Yeah, it really ticks me off. Puerto Ricans, just so everybody knows, is a mixture, and Cubans as well, is a mixture of Latino. I'm going to use the word Indian for lack of a better word, because the native people on the island were called Indians. It's the same type of cousin of the Indian found the Native Americans that were found in America, and African, because when the Spaniards first came there, they enslaved the Indian, and they almost killed them off to where they needed to enslave another group of people to mine the riches of on the island of Puerto Rico and Cuba, and that's when they went and got Africans from Africa. And there's a lot of Hispanic people, unfortunately, that deny that. That say, we're Indian and Spaniard. We're not. We don't have African in us, and that's so far from the truth. And that's a shame that people are like that. But Dr. V says I got to run, and I will try to catch your show again soon. Thank you, Dr. V, for stopping by. Everyone, please smash that heart for Dr. V one time, and remember to follow her at Books That Soul on Instagram. Thank you so much. So before we go, let's run that list one more time. 10 things you should stop saying to your Latinx friends. Number 10, you guys love to clean. Number 9, I only date Latinas or Latinos. Number 8, being referred to as exotic, feisty, spicy, or etc. Number 7, are you legal? Is your family legal? Number 6, you're Mexican, right? Number 5, you probably have like 20 siblings. Number 4, say something in Spanish. Number 3, you don't look Latino or Latina. Number 2, what are you? And the number one thing you should stop saying to your Latinx friends, brought to you by thebullyexposed.com and travelingtechteacher.com, is Latinas and Latinos are crazy. Don't say it, guys. All right? Just don't say it. Use your brain. If you wouldn't say it, if you wouldn't like someone to say it to you, don't say it to someone else. That's a great thing to keep in mind in your head. And as usual, I tell you guys that when you watch our show, you get a jump start on the inspirational posts that we're putting out there. So we want to put this one out here, and we want you to remember it and keep it in your head. Ignore people who always talking behind your back. All right? That's where they belong, behind your back. Remember that, guys. Behind you. That's where they belong, behind you. They don't belong in front of you. They belong behind you. Keep them there. And trust me, you'll be a lot happier. That's for sure. All right, so that's going to do it for me on this episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. If you got a story idea for us, please write it in the comments of this section. All right, this post. And remember to like, share, and comment. All right? Maybe someone else will, when you share it, will see this video and learn how to deal with bullies themselves. Okay? Remember, anyone can wear the crown. Anyone can be a hero. Be kind to one another, guys, and have a great day. And don't forget, represent.com.store.thebullyexposed.com. Bye now.